If you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. I don't know what you thought, but I've been taught by Yahuwah, by Yahuwah. I say by Yahuwah, you know the all should die, and now y'all all should cry, because the real is back. I say the real is back. I took L's, that's facts, and yet still down.
Shalom, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get the raw, the real, and the unadulterated truth 24/7. Now, this morning, family, I'm coming back to you with an update in the Twitch suicide/murder case. I've already told you guys my perspective and my position on this particular case, but I'm coming back with an update as I have been sitting back and listening and waiting for more information to come out, and we have caught them in the process of trying to cover this case up. And so I gotta come back and I gotta bust this thing wide open. We already done busted them. Now we gotta go back and we gotta apply pressure. Some of you guys have been reaching out to me, telling me about other platforms that's pushing certain narratives. What I want you guys to understand is that here at Israelite Talk TV, we are not paid media. You get the raw and the unadulterated, straight from the horse's mouth. There's nobody behind the scene, behind the curtain, like at the Wizard of Oz. You know, in the Wizard of Oz, you got the man hiding behind the curtain doing all of this stuff. None of that stuff is going on over here. On some of these other platforms, you have to understand they get paid to push certain media points. Okay, so when you come here, you get the real. This is why you have to be subscribed to the channel, turn on all notifications. Okay. Make sure you're sharing this and make sure you guys are thumbing these videos up. Okay. That way we can let the algorithm know that we working. Okay. So now, let's get into this thing, right? There's so many different elements that's out of place with this case. And I'm coming back to double down on what I told you guys a few days ago. It is my opinion. This is allegedly, and from what I saw, this was not a suicide, but that this is a murder, and they're trying to cover this thing up, and we got to keep applying pressure. And I want you guys to try to get this out to the family, get this video out there to them so that they can hear what I'm breaking down and give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know right now they are distraught. You know what I'm saying? They just lost the mother just lost her son. Grandfather lost his grandson. So everybody is distraught right now. But these are the times that we have to pay close attention, because this is when they try to get away with murder while you're mourning. While you're mourning and you worrying, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get away with murder behind the scene, and we caught them trying to backtrack. You have to understand that these people are coming here to Israelite Talk TV, and they're listening to the information that's going out of here. And they know that they have to put up a defense for certain things, because I'm blowing the case. I'm blowing the top off of this thing. Okay. Just like I did in the Takeoff case, I did the same thing here in the Twitch case. And what the family needs to do is they need to get them a private investigator and get a private autopsy done, because there's foul play that's going on here. And my thing is, if there's foul play that's going on, which we know is foul play going on, these people need to be brought to the light. And we need to get some justice for Twitch. I don't want people to think that I know Twitch and I follow this guy. This is the first time I heard of him when this case came across my desk. But there's an element in me, okay, as an Israelite being here in this nation, that I know that we do not get due justice here. Okay. If the shoe was on the other foot, man, it would have been all type of investigations. He would have been down for questioning. It would have been all type of stuff that's going on. But because, and I hate to say it, and we just got to put on our big pants, our big boy pants and our big girl pants, there is a such thing as the white privilege here in this nation. If a white person goes tell the authority, they're going to take that at face value. Okay. They're going to take that at face value, especially somebody that's successful, because they already do not want black males marrying and sleeping with white women. They don't like that. Just go back and look at the slave codes of the 16, 17, 1800s. Okay, even up to about probably 40, 50 years ago. And in certain places, it's still the same way. They do not like interracial marriages. They do not want black men sleeping with white women. Okay, so if something like this happened, they just gonna sweep it under the bus. They don't care. Okay, so now let's get into the facts, man, on why I'm doubling down and telling y'all that it's foul play here and that I believe that the man was murdered. Is because, first off, let's go to the family first, okay? Now, there's an article, and I'm gonna leave all these articles in the up here for you guys to see. But Twit's grandfather made a statement, and this is what it says: exclusive. I love you, Dad. Final words of Stephen Twitch boss 40 to his grandfather 84, who said there was no signs the Ellen Show DJ was troubled before he shot himself in a hotel room, as family are seen arriving at his LA mansion. Now listen to what the grandfather had to say, okay? It says, Eddie, who traveled from Arizona to be with the family, is urging others to look out for warning signs in their loved ones. He added, every word has a meaning. His last words to me were a simple text that says, I love you, Dad. Our question is why? Where did it come from? Eddie said he was not sure that his grandson's death was a suicide, though LAPD confirmed it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound that killed him. Now I'm on the side of Eddie. Y'all get this to Eddie. They need a private investigator because there's some questions that need to be answered, okay, that we're not getting. They're trying to hurry up and sweep this thing under the rug. The man died. They found the man Tuesday, okay? Now, what's interesting is, what time did he die Tuesday? What time did he die Tuesday? Now, did you notice up here in this case in Idaho, they letting us know around the time frame when this happened. They say, oh, well, by the time we got there, we found the bodies. We could tell that this happened in between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. So what time are they saying that Twitch did this? When did it happen? Okay, these are the questions that we need to know, because I'm here to tell you right now, there's no possible way that this man killed himself in this hotel and nobody heard nothing. Okay. And you know, how do we know this? Listen, all we have to do is simply go. And somebody turned me on to this, and I'm gonna read this. Okay. If you go look up this, the White Owl, this hotel that he was killed in, right? Look at the reviews. Okay. There's reviews on here. Okay. Now listen to what they got to say about this hotel, right? It says, and this comes from Omora. And he dropped this, and I believe I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but Omora dropped this comment 3 weeks ago, right? It goes on to say, great place to just crash for the night. Rooms and bathroom are small. If you're a light sleeper, then you might want to look somewhere else. It's next to a busy street and noise coming to the room easily. If you're planning on staying in the room for most of the day, then find somewhere else. You might get cabin fever, but if you just need a place to sleep after a busy day, then it's a good place. Okay? So you're telling me that the people that stand at the hotel can clearly tell us that they can clearly tell us that that the walls are so thin that you can hear some, and you're telling me that this man shot himself and nobody heard nothing? As thin as these walls is, okay? As thin as these walls is, you're telling me that nobody saw nothing or heard nothing? That right there is suspicious, okay? It's just no way that this man could have killed himself in his hotel and nobody heard nothing, okay? And everybody that's checking in, you right, is fishy. It is. It's looking like Papa Do's all day long. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't even adding up right there. Now, okay? Let's get back to the wife, because people were getting mad. Oh, will you? No. We got to be fair and right about what we're doing, because logical sense tells us. Now, let me read this. I'm going to read a post that his mom dropped out, that his mom put out, right? Now, listen what his mom said, right? Mom said, family and friends. Now, listen, now notice key words, family and friends. Okay, family and friends. Thank you for all the love, prayers, and encouragement. Please know I see all the messages, texts, posts, and phone calls. She says, I can't use words right now. Please know I will reach out when I can. Please continue to keep us in prayer. Stephen Laurel, your mother loves you to eternity and beyond. This is coming from the mother. So you're telling me, now she's talking to family and friends. She's not even talking about the blog people. She said family and friends. What? So if the family and friends, the people that's close to her, is calling her and she's not answering the phone because she's so distraught because her son got killed, how can this woman that's supposed to be his wife, that was so frantic, went to the police, had them come out to the house, go around the house, looking at video camera, doing all of this stuff because she claimed that his behavior was so strange, and then the man died, and then before the autopsy is done, she's already made a statement to Radar Online. Okay, now some of you guys are trying to say that it was another website, right? Well, y'all must ain't reading, because I left a link to the thing on there, and right here. This says right here, if you guys can see that, right here, and I'm gonna read that. It says Allison confirmed his death with an emotional statement to Radar Online. So it didn't say that they picked it up from somewhere. It says to us, to Radar Online. So why was she sending this out and she don't even know what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense. If the mom didn't do it, why would the wife do it? If this is her everything, they've been married over 9 years, and she's telling us that his behavior is suspicious. Now, they try to pop up with the financial, okay? What I want you guys to understand, you have to stay focused. Our source for the information is coming from the police department, the wife, and the people that she's reaching out to and that she's talking to. She tells us in the TMZ article that we read that nothing was going on. Okay? Nothing is going on. Okay? So why are people trying to come up with these with this stuff like, oh man, no. They already told us that the wife said nothing was going on. Okay? Says the wife was adamant with cops Tuesday morning she knew something was terribly wrong because he left home without warning and stopped all communication. Says she stressed how out of character Twitch's disappearance was. Told cops that he just simply left the house. There was no argument or issues. He wouldn't answer any of her calls. Then they pop up. Now listen to this, right? Okay. And this is what I'm telling you. There's a cover-up that's in progress, and it's going to be up to the family to make sure that they stand on the business to get that private autopsy done, because these people are corrupt, man. Now listen to what they say on Radar Online, right? Okay, check this out, right? It tells us. It says, as RadarOnline.com exclusively reported, Twitch was found dead in the Oak Tree Inn by the motel's maid after missing his checkout time. She entered his room and discovered the star in the bathroom. And in the bathroom, the manager revealed to us that several guests were staying at the motel when Twitch took his own life Tuesday. Okay, so there was people there at the hotel while he was there. What they said, but listen to what they said right here. It says, despite the "so you think you can dance" judge dying of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, we're told no gunshots were actually heard by staff. After the maid informed the manager about discovering the room's dead occupant, he dialed 911 to report a shooting. The manager said no visible suicide note was left, but Twitch did have a small bag with him when he arrived at the motel, which was found in his room at the time of his death. So they tell us that there was no suicide note there. Then TMZ try to backtrack and say, oh, he was found with a... Now listen what they try to do, okay? This is what they try to do. They come back with some... Stephen Twitch's boss left at least one clue as to what his struggles were leading up to his suicide. It came in a note alluding to challenges he faced in the past, TMZ has learned. Where is they getting this from? So now all of a sudden they got a note? Man, these people right here, man, they are, as I said, then they want to make it seem like all of a sudden, now they're saying that, let me see what this is saying here, man. Then they came up with somewhere he jumped in an Uber, and where is they getting all this stuff from? All of this stuff about a so-called financial crisis that he was going through, or a bad deal, as I explained to you. If that was going on, the wife would have knew. You know what I'm saying? We're using the wife as a source. She says nothing is going on. So if nothing is going on, where is this stuff coming from? And if there was something that was going on, why would she lie and say there was nothing that was going on? If there was actually a dispute or something that was going on, that means she's trying to cover something up. So if there's nothing going on and he's living his best life, nobody just pops up and kills themselves for anything out of the blue. And as I told you guys, this is just something that you really don't see black people do. We come from the bottom. We come from about at the bottom. We know how it is at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So we know what it takes to survive. And if we get on, hey, we get on, but we know at the end of the day that we didn't come out the womb, the money and all of this stuff and being at the top. So that's just not like black people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just something we typically don't do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find a way. And if it was a money problem, why wouldn't the wife know? She said there was nothing going on. So this is how you know that there are conflicting stories. There's a cover up in progress. The wife went down here to the police station and did all of this stuff and said that he was acting frantic and this wasn't, why did she just go right to the police then? They want us to believe that he left, turned the phone off, went into airplane mode just to walk down the street 15 minutes to some hole in the wall. That they're telling us that the walls are so thin. When you go look at the reviews on there, okay, now listen to this. When you go look at the reviews for this hotel right here where he was killed, this old Mora left a statement, and shout out to the person that sent me this, okay? Because I didn't even catch this on my first live. It says, great place to crash for the night. Rooms and bathrooms are small. If you're a light sleeper, then you might want to look somewhere else. It's next to a busy street and noise coming to the room easily. See? Easily. So you mean to tell me that all these people's here and nobody heard a gunshot? Come on, man, that's not making sense. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to play games. Okay, so all you got to do is just go to that motel, and this is left on there 3 weeks ago, just 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with all of this stuff that's going on, then it's conflict. Now, this Gina, and I'll put this in the video so you guys can see it, but she left a comment. And she said, listen to the video that has the first officer on the scene. He gives his name and states his department by name and says he is the DV unit, meaning domestic violence, meaning there was an argument. Now, if somebody has that tape, send me that tape because I don't have that. But this was one of the comments that was left. I don't have that tape. So if you got it, email it to me. My email is down in the description box. So that was the one question, but then I think it was also strange where we have this Andrew Hoker that's supposed to be related to the family, okay? And I'm going to read the comment that he put on here. He says, Allison is my dad's cousin. I had the amazing opportunity to meet Stephen a number of times, and he was really one of the greatest human beings I ever met. Always had a smile on his face, loved making people laugh, and seemed like a genuine, happy individual who had many plans for the future. Well, I don't like based on the speculation, especially in a case like this, the man had many powerful friends and an equal number of powerful enemies. Knowing some of these things I do about that industry, it wouldn't surprise me if he had incriminating info about the wrong person. Either way, the world truly lost a great man. Prayers go out to Allison, Wesley, Maddox, I believe that's Zaya, and the rest of the Boss Hoker family. Love y'all. So even this Andrew guy saying, hey, this guy, something suspicious. He has a number of friends and a number of enemies. Okay. So basically he's saying is, hey, these people are powerful. So it lets us know that there's something that's going on behind the scene. I want you guys to get this out to the family. I know that they're mourning right now, but they need to do a private autopsy and they need to investigate this. This stuff happened too fast. They determined all of this stuff immediately. And I'm surprised that the wife, before they closed and determined that it was a suicide, that, she already had went to the police and had put out all of this information on a missing person and this and that. And I mean, it was so serious to the point that she had the police come to the house. So if she had the police come to the house and they were searching, looking for video camera and all this other stuff about his strange disappearance, why would they hurry up and close the case and say, oh, it was this and that, when they haven't confirmed? They don't know who he left with, what happened. Obviously, there was something that was going on that caused him to leave the crib. The wife acknowledges that. So what's going on? You know? So in my opinion, they had some type of dispute. I don't know. I don't want to speculate as far as it could have been. Now, people have been saying that something, the wife might have had a relationship going on with somebody else. He may, I don't know. But at any rate, something happened, and it was enough for this man to lose his life. And if he, like I said, in my opinion, from what I saw, if he grabbed a bag and left, it sounded to me like there was some type of dispute going on. And he probably just went down and said, you know what, I'm gonna go down here for the night, or whatever the case may be. And then something happened. Who knows? Somebody had to meet him down or something, because think about this. If the wife is saying that he left the house mysteriously, right? Why wouldn't she want the videotape from the motel to see, well, what was he doing all day? They said that he came checked in at 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I ain't gonna say 10 o'clock in the morning, but they said that he came checked in that morning. So that means he was there before 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So if he came there and he checked in, well, what did he do? Did he leave? Did he just stay in the room all day? What happened? Did he have people that came over? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that we need to find out. And if I'm the parents, we got to get to the bottom of this. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to weigh in and let y'all know what's going on before I get my day going and get out in traffic. But yeah, it's just all of that stuff do not add up. I'm not going for it. We can see clearly that the family did not speak to blogs and all of these people and do all of this stuff. She said to family and friends, listen, we lost for words right now. So why wasn't the wife lost for words? Why did she, before the autopsy was done, she had already gave a statement to the blogs, and he was, this loving person, this and that. Why wouldn't she want to get justice if something what happened to him? And we know that it's suspicious. Even she acknowledging that it's suspicious. So we're not just going to sweep this under the rug. And like I said, I'm doubling down on it. The cover up is confirmed. There is something that's going on behind the scenes, and I want the family to get to the bottom of it. And if it was me, I would want the same thing to be done. Okay. And because I know how wicked and corrupt this game is, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, those are my thoughts on that. If anybody has that 911 call, y'all send that to me. And I'm going to just continue to sit back and follow this case and wait for them to trip up some more. And then I'm going to come to you all with another update. But I would like to get my hands on that tape if you guys have it. So y'all stay safe out there, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Shalom.